I am live. Hi guys. Anyone that's watching it back, I don't think there's anyone joining us just yet. What did I just do? Sorry. I haven't been live in a really long time, and so it's really exciting when I can come live and talk to you guys. I hope you're all doing well, and yeah, I'm excited to talk to you all about some exciting developments that we've had. I know that I haven't been posting so many videos. I say this all the time, but over on Instagram, I'm much more real time. I'm all there because Instagram is just so easy to use. It's so easy to, it's so easy to post in real time there and not have to edit a whole video before I post it on my YouTube channel. There is a video coming out tomorrow. I know it's been a couple weeks since I've posted a video. There are a lot of videos that I have filmed and I haven't had the chance to edit just yet. So I'm going to be editing this week. I have 3 days where I can organize some time to edit those videos, so I'm really excited. Thank you guys for joining. I would love for you guys to say who you are and if you've joined in the little chat there. How are you all doing? It's an exciting week, I feel anyway. Jacob has been. Hi, Kalia. Is that how you say your name? Kalia. I love that name. That is awesome. Where are you guys from? It's always interesting to hear where everyone is from. Like, it blows my mind that people watch me from like across the world away. Oh, I got it right. Awesome. So yeah, we've had huge developments lately, and you'll see one of those huge developments in tomorrow's video. I'm excited. Everyone's excited. Gorgeous Wales. Hello. Are you from Wales? I'd love to know that. Yeah, it's so interesting to hear, especially on YouTube. Instagram is a little different because I feel like I have a lot of followers on Instagram who are from Australia, and on YouTube it's so international, and I'm so in awe that people watch me from so far away. Ah, you're from how do I say that? Cincinnati? Is that how you say it? I'm so happy. Oh, that's so cool. I would love for you guys to share some wins from this week. Like, how's your week gone? You know, you're from Arizona. Nice. What time is it over there? Hi, The View with Drew. I'm assuming your name's Drew. But I assume someone was from Wales as well. So I said it right. Awesome. Especially with names, I'm terrible. Terrible at remembering them and terrible at like saying them. So especially on these lives, I get so nervous. I don't want to offend anyone. I'm not there. I'm in America, but I was from there. Oh, okay. Awesome. When did you move over to America? I should probably post on Instagram that I'm live. Let everyone know that we're going live. Yeah, I guess I'll start once I take this photo. Everyone smile. Not really. That's not really. Okay. I'm so not funny. When I post on Instagram that the live's happening, people tend to come over. So 1 second, guys. Okay. Where is Jacob? He's at school. Jacob's at school. He's in kindergarten this year. He is thriving. How are your kids going at school? You did a video on a new stroller. What's the name again? My daughter can use a better stroller for her weight and size. She's autistic. How old's your daughter? We were recommended by Jacob's OT. I think it's called a McLaren. It's from Big W. Online Big W though, not in person. Let me find the stroller because I think McLaren have a few, but this one is suited for a certain, like, it's bigger and it's done really, really well. And Jacob is loving it. If anyone's watching this doesn't know, but Jacob is a bit of a runner and he can get out of our grips and running away very fast, very quickly. And he is getting too big to be held. He does have some core issues. I hate saying the word issues. The challenges with his core, and so when we're out, usually he asks to be held, and we cannot hold him anymore. He is getting too big to have that. So we got a recommendation from the OT, and then we got it funded to purchase, and he is loving it. I'm trying to find that stroller. Where are you? Big W. I did do a video on it, so if you guys want to see that video, I did put the name of it in there. Here it is. McLaren Complete Major Elite Buggy. You guys can, I don't know if you can see that. That's what it's called. It's been really good for Jacob. It's got like storage underneath. It's got like a little thing to protect you from the shade. He always wants to use this stroller, so we're really incredibly grateful that we're able to get it. I'm not sure if you can get it overseas, but we got it from Australia. She's 9 years old. Okay. I'm just going to check the weight limit on it. Weighing up to 50 kilos. So if she's under 50 kilos, then it would be perfect for her. Are you having a good day? Yes, I am actually. Jacob has slept through the night for 3 nights in a row. And it's so hard for me to be like, yay, like he's sleeping through the night, because I feel like I'm just going to jinx myself. Backstory for anyone who's wondering, Jacob has not slept well for 5.5 years. And so now there's not been a magical thing that I've done at all. A lot of people are asking me, like, what did you do different these nights? And there's been nothing. I've done everything the same. It may be a developmental thing. It may be just I don't know, he's just learned that he can sleep all night long. He has been so energetic and so bright, and the dark circles under his eyes are going away because he's getting actual sleep, which I'm so grateful for. How's sleep for you guys? Comment that in the chat. Yeah, it's just been an incredibly shocking thing that he's sleeping through the night for 3 nights in a row. This has never happened before. I often talk about a unicorn sleep, which is what I call the sleep that he has I usually say every 3 to 4 weeks, he'll have one really good night of sleep, and it'll be like a catch up, and then he'll be sleeping badly again. I call it a unicorn sleep because it's magical and it's rare, and it's, you know, it's a lot of people have caught on to the unicorn sleep now. Yeah, she's just busy when we're out. Thank you. Oh, no worries. I hope you can get it. That stroller has been so good for Jacob. We've had it, how long? Maybe like 2 months now. And yeah, he loves it. And he's even, yeah, it helps us to get out of the house more, because we we feel a little stressed getting out of the house with the two kids, especially since I have had a few instances of Jazz actually running away from me. Since then, I'm like panicked. Like, imagine both of them running away from me while I'm in public. I would I wouldn't know what to do. Like, just be like, I don't know. It would just be really scary. And so now that we have the stroller every time we go out, usually every time we go out, if we're going somewhere that's crowded or we know we're going to be walking a far way, we'll bring the stroller, and it's been so good. It's hard for me to sleep. I'm getting better. Do you struggle with sleep as well? Sleep issues not good for a while now. Doesn't go to sleep until 3 in the morning. Wakes up at 2:30 in the afternoon. Well, you know what? I know that it's not a traditional nighttime of sleep for you guys, and I guess you got to take into account like your schedule of what's on during the day. But if you don't have anything on, like, that's a good, what is it, 11 and a half hours sleep. So whatever time of day it is, I've actually heard from people that people with ADHD, I think it is, yeah, people with ADHD tend to stay up really late at night. They don't like going to sleep at night, but will sleep really well if they sleep in the morning, so like past midnight. I stay up until like 4 in the morning. Try not to. Yeah. I don't, I guess I don't relate to that, because me, I just fall asleep so easily at nighttime because I'm so tired. But way, way, way back when I didn't have kids, I would struggle to fall asleep because life, like, you can't really control what goes on in your mind, and I'm an overthinker. And so, yeah. What I was going to do is possibly go live on Instagram as well, so we can get a little bit more chat going. Jordan's just coming in. I'm just going to tell him I'm live. You can come in. I just didn't want him to like jump in and reveal some information or something like that. Oh yeah, so I might go live on Instagram. What do we think about that? Actually, I don't remember how to do this. Yes, I do. Okay. Instagram's gonna join. So I'm going to be looking in both directions. Sorry, guys. My tripod keeps falling. I'd be interested to know, like, if you guys watch my videos and stuff, or if you are more of like an Instagram watcher. Ah, it's falling. Maybe I need to tighten this up. Do you guys have any questions? Any topics we can discuss? I can't do this tripod. Okay, I did it. Let's go live. You don't have Instagram. That's a lot of people, I think, they don't have Instagram. So they watch me on YouTube, and that's completely okay. That's why I try and do a lot of content on both sort of platforms, because I know that people watch me on both platforms. Oh, you don't have Instagram too. So do you guys like the live videos? I'm not sure. Hi guys, everyone on Instagram. I am actually live on YouTube as well, but I thought that I'd bring Instagram live on my phone so that I could have access to more people, talk to more people, answer any questions anyone has. I don't go live very often by myself. I don't know if you guys have seen, but over on Instagram, I do weekly, sometimes not weekly, but weekly lives with guests. And usually it's guests that you can ask questions, like ask them questions. And what I do is I post the week before on my stories about Instagram. Like I reveal the guest that's going to be on my Instagram, and I'll ask you guys to ask questions. And then once I've collated all the questions, then we go live the next week. And hopefully it's really beneficial for everyone on here. I get questions almost every day that I definitely cannot answer if I'm like not a professional. So that's why I bring the guests on, because I feel like they can answer a lot of the questions that you guys have for me, and yeah, it helps everyone out. Thank you for everything that you do. It's super helpful. Oh, you're so sweet. How have you ever felt like you were falling off your bed when you fell asleep? Ooh, I've actually have the feeling of like when you're asleep and then you just in your dream or something you jolt because you feel like you're falling. Anyone else had that feeling when you're sleeping? Hi, how old was your son when he got diagnosed? My daughter got diagnosed at 2.5 years old, and it's been quite an adventure. Yeah, so Jacob was the same. He was 2.5 years old, and that was so he's 5.5 now. So he's 3 years ago. He was diagnosed with autism, and since then he's had a ADHD diagnosis, and we are currently not assessing him, but keeping an eye out on OCD symptoms that we are seeing more so recently. So it's just a very new thing to us. Does anyone have any experience with OCD, their children or themselves? Yeah, it is quite an adventure. I think with anything in life, it's new, it's a new world, and it's something that you have to get used to and learn about and adapt your life to it. Once you've become into like acceptance of your life being that way, um, a neurodiverse life, you become accepting. It becomes a lot easier. I wouldn't say easier, but it becomes a lot less like doom and gloom, I guess. Especially when you first get that diagnosis, it's a very common emotion to feel that grief almost, and that's a very valid feeling for everyone to have. If you don't have that feeling, then that's great too. It's a very valid emotion to feel when your child gets diagnosed, and once you work through that, I often say the first year is the hardest year, just because your whole family is like getting used to this new life, not new life. Everyone, your whole family is adapting. The therapies, the assessments, the different things that you do. And how did everyone else feel when they got their child diagnosed? Like, what were the emotions that came out of that? Is Jacob still sleeping well? Did animals over the bridge help at all? Jacob is going on his third night of sleeping through the night. I was just talking to YouTube about that. It's insane. Like we've gone 5.5 years of very, very, very bad sleep, and I almost gave up the hopes of sleeping through the night again. And he would do it every so often, and I'd call it a unicorn sleep. Like he'd have 3 to 4, every 3 to 4 weeks, he'd have one night where he'd sort of caught up on sleep. But yeah, like the last 3 nights, and don't ask me what I've done differently because it's been nothing. I've done everything the same, and he, yeah, he's doing so well. The bags under the black under his eyes is going away, and he's just alive, alert, and ready for the day. It's insane. And I'm sorry that if you are going through sleep deprivation, I feel bad like talking about it because then it's like, if I would have heard that when I was in the depths of sleep deprivation, which was only 3 nights ago, um, you feel jealous and you feel, why can't we have that? So, yeah. Jacob doesn't really read books, although he does like the tickles on the back from Animals Over the Bridge. If not too personal, how's your child's bowels? I know autistic people have trouble with their gastrointestinal. My daughter has issues. She drinks prune juice to help. I probably won't go into that just because it is, yeah, his privacy. But I would suggest you go and look at the account Autism Dietitian. She is amazing. She talks about all of those things, and in specific with children who are autistic. So I would definitely go over to her page she's on Instagram, but she does have a website. So I definitely like Google her Autism Dietitian, and yeah, she's got heaps of like good information. And I think she's running a course as well. I agree with accepting how life will be. I had a grieving period of what I thought my life was going to be like, and I was also scared of what people would think of my daughter because she stood out. Yes. I think as time has gone on as well, the world we live in is becoming more accepting. It's like way off where it should be, and it's not inclusive. It's not. We can't say the world is inclusive yet. I hope it will be, but I think that has helped my experience as well because back when Jacob was diagnosed, there was a lot more ignorance and people didn't know. But now, it's out and about there. Like everyone is talking about it. What's the statistic? Like now it's 1 in 10, I think, in Australia. 1 in 10 people are autistic. So, you're going to come across people and you're going to hear their stories and, you know about it. Hi, does the doctor have to detect the level of autism? I heard people say level 1 and 2. So I don't know too much about this, so don't quote me on this, but there's different areas that they assess you on when you have an autism assessment. And so I think, some of the areas, I think it's like, I shouldn't say it because I don't know, but like social communication, say like your communication is not very good, like, I shouldn't say that. It's always stressful going live because I don't want to say the wrong thing, but like in different areas of their life and the assessment can be different levels. But overall, if those levels are the same, Jacob's were all level 3, so he's level 3. You could be level 1 and 2, so that's probably what you heard. Recently, I had a conversation with a teacher who said that during her training, she was informed about parents feeling grief over the diagnosis. As a parent, I was never given this information. Yeah, probably weren't given very much information at all. I feel like there is a big gap in support for parents, especially just after diagnosis. Like you're literally handed this diagnosis. Sometimes you're emailed it, and it just says seek OT and speech therapy, and gives you like a few websites and go on your way. Like, and I feel like there should be more. The autistic person is the one that requires the most amount of support, and there should be so many resources, and there are so many resources for them. However, in a family unit, I feel like the whole family should be given some kind of maybe counseling or grief information, and that is so important. It's an important part of the journey, and a lot of people don't get out of that because it's just like they don't have that support. So I feel like that is a gap in our health industry, I guess. Hi, Sergio. Wish I could give my own advice to Jacob as a neurodivergent advocate. I hope more people realize that it's better to be you, your own hero, than to be someone else's victim. Thank you for sharing this story. Oh, I'm so glad that you are an advocate. So you're neurodivergent yourself. I'm not sure what your name is, sorry. Yeah, so I think there's a fine line between it can get a little controversial, like the whole autism, like a person or a parent of an autistic child claiming that victim story. But also, there's the other side of it that they are actively seeking help and support, and it can be a challenging thing, and that's why I do try so hard on my page to be that like source of relatability, which is often hard to find when you first get that diagnosis. You're like, there are support groups out there, but let's all be real, like how are we supposed to fit that into our schedules, with the rising costs of living and having to work and all the therapy appointments and things like that? You just want some time to like be you, like your family. And I think that with all the therapies and all the meetings and all of the things going on, like adding another support group could be challenging. It is important to go and get support. And that's why those support groups are available. But that's why actually Paige and I are trying to create like an online network community. One where it's not just like me speaking to everyone, one that's like everyone speaking to everyone and supporting each other and doing it online. So online would be amazing. We all have access to our phones, it can be so hard to like go out of the house, get someone to watch your child, and also go to a support group. That can be really hard, and it can be really easy for some people, but we all have different lives, different schedules, and just having those Zoom sessions, which we're going to have in the next couple of weeks. So definitely watch out for that. It's going to be more of like just a informal chat. We were going to have themes for different Zooms. So maybe like one theme can be, the first couple are just going to be general and seeing how many people we can get in and talking and introduce you to each other. We were thinking possibly having them state by state. Eventually, if there's a lot of people interested, we could have different states, and then different areas even, so that you guys can actually meet up in person. But yeah, does Jacob ever have downtime from therapies? He does. So last year he was in a lot of therapy, and this year we decided to cut that. He was in therapy a lot, and now he does 2 hours a week of therapy, which is definitely way less than what he was doing last year. And we did it because he's going to school, and he still needs therapy. We do believe that he has goals that he wants to, we as a family want to meet. Just support him to live a full life and an independent life. And so he does have downtime from that, though. We have the full weekend where we don't plan anything and we just have family time. And usually, like in the afternoons after school, he has downtime too. He isn't really a downtime person though. Jacob is like let's keep going, let's do something else, let's go outside, let's do things. Doesn't really like sitting home very much. And he's kind of gone off like watching his iPad and any type of video or anything. So he just likes to, at the moment, his bubbles are his obsession. He has this bubble wand and will not stop using it, and he loves it. So, in case you haven't been told recently, you're a fantastic mum. Jazz and Jacob are so lucky to have you. Thank you for sharing your life with us. Oh, Yasmin, you're so sweet. Thank you. It's so, like, I feel thankful for everyone who sends messages like that to me, because it's often hard in this type of life to acknowledge that what you're doing is good. But especially because I share my story and Jacob's story online, I feel bad for the others that are doing this and not getting that type of feedback or support. And that's why I really want this support group online to really work out. So fingers crossed. But thank you, Jasmine. That's so sweet. We're in the middle of diagnosing my son, James. Thank you for sharing, and please keep it going. I feel seen and heard. Oh, I feel so I feel so grateful. Thank you guys for your kind comments. Bubbles are the best. Yes, they are. How are you? I'm good. Feeling great after 3 nights of sleep. It's been amazing. And I'm also coming off a really long period of not very good mental health. So, yeah, I'm just sort of like navigating life to better my mental health, which I feel like this week I'm succeeding at, but that I think it all lines up with my menstrual period, honestly. But in saying that, I have been going to the gym for 2 weeks, and I know that for myself, going to the gym is such an important part of my mental health. And I've gone into it this time purely for my mental health. Last time I did it, I lost a lot of weight, and that was like my main priority. But this time is like mental health. Like, I need to get better, and it's something that you often don't see, like from me. I guess I do talk about it a little bit, but I had been struggling, and I did try antidepressants. They did not work. Well, I'm not sure if they worked, but for 2 months I had like lots of nausea, so I think that was the wrong medication for me. I haven't been back to the doctor because I want to try physical exercise first and taking that time out for myself before I try another medication. Thank you for sharing. Oh, you're so sweet. Mine lines up with my cycle too. Yes, so it's called, oh, I'm having a mind blank. Does anyone know the name of it? No, it's not perinatal. It's premenstrual dysphoric disorder or something like that. Apparently it's really common, and I didn't even know about it before I went through it. And I went to the GP and looked it up, and I was like, yes, this is me. Yeah, that's it. Awesome. Premenstrual dysphoric disorder. So if you guys feel like, and I think it's often dismissed as PMS, but if you often feel like, I think it's the week before your period starts, if you feel like depressed and anxious and all of like really horrible feelings the week before your period, and you don't feel those the next week, like if you have your period and then feel great, that's often PMDD, and it's something that I had to like really like pay attention to the timings of things and when I was feeling good and when I was feeling bad. Um, so yeah, I definitely think I have that, but I also get periods of low mental health at other times of my cycle as well. So I'm really not sure what to do at the moment, but I'm trying really hard to do some natural things to boost my serotonin. Okay, so I think I'm going to finish this live. If you are on Instagram, send a little love heart emoji. Any support is amazing. And if you're on YouTube, I would love for you to like the video. Thank you guys so much for all of your support on everything that I do. I am incredibly grateful that I have this opportunity to do this. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'm going to see you guys. Hopefully I can do another live in next week or the week after, maybe. I have a live guest next Friday though, so look out for that one. Bye guys. Now I've got to go to YouTube. End stream. Thank you guys so much on YouTube for watching.